ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवण त्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। समस्त देवतानां ब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातो कृपया गुरूणां कृपया भागवतादिशास्त्रोक्त परमात्मनः अनुभवस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे वाप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्तिकल्याणार्थं च समस्त साधकानां आयुरारोग्यक्षेमस्थैर्यादि समस्त सत्संपदा श्रद्धा भक्त्या समस्त सत्साधना शक्तीनाम् अवाप्त्यर्थं विघ्न निवारणार्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण नवमस्कन्धस्य पारायणम् एकादशस्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणम्। Yesterday we started chanting ninth skandha. We are into the second chapter today. This is the Ishanukatha, means the stories of various bhaktas, jignasus, jnanis, yogis, etc. Some of that came in the fifth sarga, but it was Visarga sarga, Sthanam sarga. So here it is Ishanukatha. Anu means followers. Isha is Lord. So Ishanukatha, the followers of the Lord called as bhaktas, etc. Just enjoy chanting. Don't allow any type of doubt, ego to come. All this is sadhana, all this is krupa. What we can put our extra conscious effort is to feel the presence of Bhagavan Krishna in every akshara and pada we are chanting. Same time, consciously we can pray, O Lord, you are everywhere in my heart, everybody's heart, everywhere inside and out. Rather, everything is projected, imagined on you only. That real you, may I have the experience of it very soon, so that I am free from all ignorance, all delusions, all samsara. While praying this in the mind, one can chant. ॐ श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं पारायणम् अथ नवमस्कन्धः अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच एवं गतेऽथ सुद्युम्ने मनुर्वैवस्वतः सुते पुत्रकामस्तपस्तेपे यमुनायां शतं समाः ततो यजन्मनुर्देवम् अपत्यार्थं हरिं प्रभुम् इक्ष्वाकुपूर्वजान् पुत्रान् लेभे स्वसदृशान् दशा पृषध्रस्तु मनोः पुत्रः गोपालो गुरुणा कृतः पालयामास गायत्तो रात्र्यां वीरासनव्रतः एकदा प्राविशद्गोष्ठं शार्दूलो निशिवर्षति शयाना गाव उत्थाय भीतास्ता बभ्रमुर्व्रजे एकां जग्राह बलवान् सा चुक्रोशभयातुरा तस्यास्तत्क्रन्दितं श्रुत्वा पृषध्रोऽभिससारः खड्गमादाय तरसा प्रलीनोडुगणे निशि अजानन्नहनद्बभ्रोः शिरः शार्दूलशङ्कया व्याघ्रोऽपि वृक्णश्रवणः निस्त्रिंशाग्राहतस्ततः निश्चक्रामभृशं भीतः रक्तं पथि समुत्सृजन् मन्यमानो हतं व्याघ्रं पृषद्रः परवीरः अद्राक्षीत् स्वहतां बभ्रुं व्युष्टायां निशिदुःखितः तं शशापकुलाचार्यः कृतागसमकामतः नक्षत्रबन्धो शूद्रस्त्वं कर्मणा भविता मुना एवं शप्तस्तु गुरुणा प्रत्यगृह्णात् कृताञ्जलिः अधारयत् व्रतं वीर ऊर्ध्वरेता मुनिप्रियं वासुदेवे भगवते सर्वात्मनि परे मले एकान्ते त्वं गतो भक्त्या सर्वभूतसुहृत्समः विमुक्तसङ्गः शान्तात्मा संयताक्षो परिग्रहः यदृच्छयोपपन्नेन कल्पयन् वृत्तिमात्मनः आत्मन्यात्मानमाधाय ज्ञानतृप्तः समाहितः विचचारमहीम् एतां जडान्धबधिराकृतिः एवं वृत्तो वनं गत्वा दृष्ट्वा दावाग्निमुत्थितं तेनोपयुक्तकर्णः ब्रह्म प्राप परं मुनिः कविः कनीयान् विषयेषु निःस्पृहः विसृज्य राज्यं सह बन्धुभिर्वनं निवेश्य चित्ते पुरुषं स्वरोचिषं विवेश कैशोरवयाः परं गतः करुषान् मानवादासन् कारुषाः क्षत्रजातयः उत्तरापथगोप्तारः ब्रह्मण्याः धर्मवत्सलाः धृष्टाद्धार्ष्टमभूत् क्षत्रं ब्रह्मभूयं गतं क्षितौ नृगस्य वंशः सुमतिः भूतज्योतिस्ततो वसुः वसोः प्रतीकस्तत्पुत्रः ओघवान् ओघवत्पिता कन्या चोघवती नाम सुदर्शन उवाहताम् चित्रसेनो नरिष्यन्तात् दक्षः तस्य सुतो भवतो तस्य मीढ्वांस्ततः कूर्चः इन्द्रसेनस्तु तत्सुतः भीतिहोत्रस्तिन्द्रसेनात् तस्य सत्यश्रवा अभूत् उरुश्रवाः सुतस्तस्य देवदत्तस्ततो भवतो ततोऽग्निवेश्यो भगवान् अग्निः स्वयमभूत् पुतः सुतः कानीन इति विख्यातः जातुकर्ण्यो महान् ऋषिः ततो ब्रह्मकुलं जातम् आग्निवेश्यायनं नृपा नरिष्यन्तान्वयः प्रोक्तः दिष्टवंशम् अतः शृणु नाभागो दिष्टपुत्रोऽन्यः कर्मणा वैश्यतां गतः बलन्दनः सुतस्तस्य वत्सप्रीतिर्बलन्दनात् वत्सः प्रीतेः सुतः प्रांशुः तत्सुतं प्रमतिं विदुः खनित्रः प्रमतेस्तस्मात् चाक्षुषोऽथ विविंशतिसुतोरम्भः खनिनेत्रोऽस्य धार्मिकः करन्धमो महाराज तस्यासीत् आत्मजो नृप तस्यावीक्षितुतो यस्य मरुत्तश्चक्रवर्त्यभूत् संवर्तो याजयद्यं वै महायोग्यं गिरः सुतः मरुत्तस्य यथा यज्ञः न तथान्यस्य कश्चन सर्वं हिरण्मयं त्वासीतो यत्किञ्चिच्छास्य शोभनम् अमाद्यदिन्द्रः सोमेन दक्षिणाभिर्द्विजातयः मरुतः परिवेष्टारः विश्वे देवाः सभासदः मरुत्तस्य दमः पुत्रः तस्यासीत् राज्यवर्धनः सुधृतिस्तत्सुतो जज्ञे सौधृतेयो नरः सुतः तत्सुतः केवलस्तस्मात् बन्धुमान् वेगवांस्ततः बन्धुस्तस्याभवत् यस्य तृणबिन्दुर्महीपतिः तं भेजे अलम्बुसा देवी भजनीयगुणालयं वराप्सरायतः पुत्राः कन्या चेलविला भवतु यस्यामुत्पादयामास विश्रवाधनदं सुतं प्रादाय विद्यां परमां ऋषिर्योगेश्वरात् पितुः विशालः शून्यबन्धुश्च धूम्रकेतुश्च तत्सुताः विशालो वंशकृत् राजा वैशालीं निर्ममे पुरेम हेमचन्द्रः सुतस्तस्य धूम्राक्षस्तस्य चात्मजः तत्पुत्रात् संयमात् आसीत् कृशाश्वः सह देवजः कृशाश्वात् सोमदत्तोऽभूत् योऽश्वमेधैरिडस्पतिम् इष्ट्वा पुरुषमापाग्र्यां गतिं योगेश्वराश्रितः सौमदत्तिस्तु सुमतिः तत्पुत्रो जनमे जयः एते वैशालभूपालाः तृणबिन्दोर्यशोधराः। इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां नवमस्कन्धे द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. From these readings, in short, what 2 3 things that can be learned are: one, the Bhagavan and he, Brahmadeva from his Nabhi Kamala, Bhagavan told for the Srishti to Brahmadeva, and the world is created and the Manus are created. Then from this Swayambhuvam, this Vaivastha Manu, all these Dashaputras and their Santati is explained. So, what it shows us is the human life is always there, from right from the beginning onwards. Second is what, when we were reading these stories of those children of Manu Maharaj, Vaivaswata Manu, each one found to be so wonderful, so great. Few of them to have become straight away the Jnanis. See what we studied in morning, Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmacharyad Eva Virajayitu. So those are the category. Other was also having their children, grandchildren. That's how the Manu Vamsha Vistruti, then the Srushti Vistruti went on happening. Third one is what? In that you can see some from Kshatriya became Shudra, some from Kshatriya became the Brahmana. See that Brahmana Vamsha started from that only. Some names we have seen there. Wonderful name. Morning when we were chanting our Chandogya Vradaranyaka Jatu Karanya. See that name came, you remember? So many of these great things. So that means in this life they might have done lot of Vaishya Karma, next Janma, Vaishya Janma, or they have taken that profession. Even some of them with all the Nishtha from the Guru, like Vishwamitra became Ittavasya Brahmarshi, so too they might have come to the qualification of being Brahmana. Okay, yeah. इस तरह से this is the second one. Third interesting thing is the great smriti of Bhagavan Shri Shukadev ji, our Paramaguru, our wonderful Guru, our Nitya Prata Smaraniya Shukadev ji, the Bhagavatacharya. Not only he knows all Vedanga mantras, and not only all the Bhagavan's avatara leelas, everything is going on giving. And then now when Parikshit asked, tell me the Vamsha Vruddhi of Ikshvaku, etc., he remembers all of that also. Thank God Parikshit did not ask the detail about every king. Shukadev you would have told, and Vyasa Bhagavan, as a Kartave, you would have written Bhagavat so big, instead of 18,000, it would have been 18 lakhs. Then for you and me, instead of 2.5 years, it would have taken 25 years to study. And you would have scolded me so much. Swamiji, will you become Khatam or will the Bhagavat become Khatam? So that glory, and for you and I, an inspiration. That to such great Surya Chandra Vamsha alone, Surya Chandra Vamsha has not yet started. To them alone, the entire world belongs to. So we have that wonderful background behind us. And somehow we have forgotten it because we are not reminded by our earlier generations because they themselves have forgotten. So, in our small memory chip of mind intellect, we should have the alertness as to which things we have to remember in them, which are so important, with which it should not be filled, selected, and deleted. Nowadays, instead of the important information about how to life should be lived, how our ancestors lived, what is spirituality, this memory is zero, and all the other worldly things which create nothing but all the manovikshepas, all the kleshas, that only we are having in our mind, in our memory. See that we have to recognize it when we study all these things. And then in that small mind, instead of filling it with such a stuff of nonsense, let us fill it with sensible stuff. So these stories of rishis, munis, maharajas, rajarshis, brahmarshis, devarshis, and also avatars and how they lived life, then the sadhana. These things should be there in us. Left to ourselves, go through the all the electronic media of right from your own cell phone status onwards. So many things in TVs or the private lakhs of channels now, not even thousands. So many things you will know. They all appear to be enchanting because of our stupid ignorance. बेवकूफ को कुछ भी बताओ बढ़िया लगता है. But how long we collect all that information and create medhaya pihitaha, cover our pranava upasana with the laukika prajna and don't allow the atma prajna to surface. How long should we do? So we have to learn that from these things. कि जो जरूरत है उसी को याद रखें. Not required should have the ability to eliminate. Say no to it. 90% of our memory chip is filled with the memories of unwanted things and people and experiences, and remaining 10% is only in imaginations, hallucination. It goes on. That's how ours is either Kshipta or Muda Bhumika. Luckily, from last 2-3 years, because of class, at least at the class place, we are in the Vikshipta Bhumika. you know, Thank God I don't have the camera to visualize how many times in 1.5 hour class you get up from the seat and go to every part of the world and come back. मुझे वो मौका नहीं है. Is the biggest advantage. Sorry, disadvantage. Advantage the audience, disadvantage to the speaker, and unfortunate thing on online classes is you are not directly in front, therefore you are not checked. That gives such a licentiousness freedom that we will become so vikshipta in our attention. If it is in the physical class, you dare not get up till that 1.5 hour class. Some of you may not be getting up, but that is physical problem. Whatever. So, anyway, our lessons are all these things. Yeah. Much more beautiful things are going to come up. Rama Avatara will come, and before that, so many things in this Navama Skandha. Let us keep chanting. Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu Om Shanti. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Bhagawata Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Suta Sharanam Mama, Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. When we chant Shri Krishna Govinda, slowly imagine Lord's presence in the idol outside, behind the sense organs, behind the mind, remover of dukkha, who is the ruler of our life, who is the Lord all permeating. Sri Krishna, Govinda, Hare, Murare, Henatha, Narayana, Vasudeva. Whether you are in the class or you are in your own house, sadhana what is to be done is this only. Through the help of these mantras, we focus our mind's attention with utmost Shraddha and Bhakti to Bhagavan. That's what we do. So, in the class, the Guru Kripa, Ishvara Kripa, Guru Parampara Kripa is definitely there. It helps us to do sadhana if we become aware of it and want to do it like that. Let us try. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. Hare is the Harana Karta of all our Pidas and Dukkha. Mura is our own ego. Murare means the killer of the ego, the Murasura. He Natha, the one who Nathete, Palayati, Poshayati, Samrakshayati. Us, the one who protects us. Narayana, who is there in all Narasamoha. Vasudeva, who is Vasati in both Chara, Achara, Jada, Chetana. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Keep on chanting this mantra, praying to him to reveal him to us. Just go on doing. He is such a kind fellow, the Lord is. With little of our this Shraddha, Upasana, desirability, he gets melted and starts coming to do all these things. He will give us Shraddha to do the Vigraharadhana, Sri Krishna. He will give us maturity to know that he is behind our senses. Then he helps us in removing all our dukkhas. He even helps us in eliminating the unwanted ego. Then once our ego is gone, he is the caretaker of our sadhana now. Yogakshema Vahamyam starts from Henatha. Then in that Yogakshema, spiritual Yogasya Kshema, what we are studying in this 29th chapter from so many days, that Sarvatra Asti Bhagavan, that Bhagavan Darshan we have to do, Narayana is the meaning of that. Meaning of Narayana is that Lord who is there in every human being. First, beginning with, later on, Vasudeva. Hare Baba, other than Bhagavan's presence, what else is there in the entire universe? But all the Rupanama, to kya? It is He only. With his Maya, Divya, Adbhuta Shakti, entertaining himself and giving us a chance to play and make him entertained. Where is he not Bhatao? That's the meaning of Vasudeva. We should have that vision. Now come to our 29th chapter of this wonderful 11th Mukti Skandha. We have done almost now 24th mantra, 23rd yesterday exhaustively. Chant from the 25th mantra onwards. Om Suviviktam Tava Prashnam Mayai Dharayed Sanatanam Brahma Guhyam Param Brahmadhigacchati Ya Etan Mama Bhakteshu Sampradadyat Supushkalam Tasyaham Brahmadayasya Dadamyatmanamatmana य एतत्समधीत पवित्रं परमं शुचे स भूयेता हर हर मां ज्ञानदीपेन दर्शयन् य एतत् श्रद्धया नित्यम् अव्यग्रह शृणुयान्नरः मयि भक्तिं परां कुर्वन् कर्मभिर्न स बध्यते अभियोद्धवत्वया ब्रह्म सखे समवधारितम् अभिते विगतो मोहः शोकश्चासौ मनोभवः नैतत्त्वया दाम्भिकाय नास्तिकाय शठाय च अशुश्रूषोरभक्ताय दुर्विनीताय दीयताम् एतैर्दोषैर्विहीनाय ब्रह्मण्याय प्रियाय च साधवे शुचये ब्रूयात् भक्तिः स्यात् शूद्रयोषिताम् नैतत् विज्ञाय जिज्ञासोः ज्ञातव्यमवशिष्यते पीत्वा पीयूषममृतं पातव्यं नावशिष्यते ज्ञाने कर्मणि योगे च वार्तायां दण्डधारणे यावानर्थो नृणां तात तावान्स्तेऽहं चतुर्विधः मर्त्यो यदा त्यक्तसमस्तकर्मा निवेदितात्मा विचिकीर्षितो मे तदामृतत्वं प्रतिपद्यमानः मयात्मभूयाय च कल्पते वै. This is the last sloka of teaching of Bhagavan. Some more words of blessings he will definitely speak to Sri Uddhav ji little later. Maybe little upadesh अगर आगे है तो क्या देखेंगे हम. Now in the 25th mantra, Bhagavan says, "Oh my dear Uddhava, so viviktam tava prashnam maya." So your prashna was so beautiful, so serious, genuine, sincere. Not only of the chapter 29 beginning, asking me to tell the Sulabha Upaya for the Yoga Dharana, Yoga Charya. Sulabha Paddhati, say you asked me. Not only this, the other questions right from the beginning. How I live here, O Lord, live when you leave me and go. Do something. From then onwards, your every question has prompted me to give such a beautiful answers because the questions are so great that not only you are benefited, everyone who is going to study them, they also get lot of benefit. So, in this way, these questions which you have asked, all of them, tava prashnam maya suviviktam. I respected you, your prashna. I understood the antarartha of that. I know that sadhakas en route to their reaching me, they'll be in these stages also of questions and doubts. Therefore, so viviktam. Spashta rupena vivikta means vishadakarake. Vishadakaraka means exhaustively split and explained to you, dissected and shown to you. Clearly, I have answered every of your question. Suviviktam tava prashnam maya. So, in Gita here or in any of the Upanishads, the Upadesha of Guru from his own Anubhava is 100% spashta. But only from the disciples, you and me, as we are now lucky to study in our Patanjali Yoga Darshana, to know that we are in Kshipta and Moda Bhumikas, little bit once in a while in Vikshipta, not yet come to Ekagra. Therefore, only the sublimity of that knowledge, we are not able to catch it, nor it is staying in us, even if once in a while we are able to understand it. But you and I, when we, with Viveka and Vairagya, keep everything aside and intensely long to know the Lord through the study of Shastra and apply ourselves fully at the feet of the Guru, why will not be all understood? Why will not be remembered? We're talking about you and me. Uddhavaji never forgot. He is a Ekasantagrahi. He is of the Yuga Uddhava Buddhi Sattamaha. Vrishninam Pravaro Mandrihi Sakshat Brahaspatehe Shishyaha. So they're all the highly cadred jivas of highest level of matured antakarna. You and I through our upasanas, pujas, slowly japa ityadi, training our antakarna to be less impure and more pure and little bit bhakti shraddha divyata yukta. But consciously we have to do that. Like as Yoga Sutra is telling us, come to Ekagra Bhumika. So too, in the Bhakti Shastra, feel the mind always, soak the mind always in devotion. So too, the Vedanta says, always be alert with the intellect to do the vicharana in such a way, never ever the rope is forgotten and snake is projected and samsara is created. Never ever allow. That must alert. चौकन्ना रहना वेदांत सिखाता है. Bhakti teaches us to always be soaked in devotion, allow him to operate upon us. Yoga teaches us maintain the ekagra bhumi, then try to enter into samprajnata. That is how you and I slowly, life after the life, grow. In this life, only these three missions for us. Mission 1, Study Shastra thoroughly to know Siddhanta of the Tattva. Second is what? Pakka understand what are the steps for reaching that goal. Third, always keep on preparing ourselves, maintaining ourselves, making movements, steps in that path. Prepare the car, maintain the car, use the car in the road, in the path towards your own destination. Don't we do that? These are the only three things we must have. No other four. Study the Vedanta Granthas, know Pakka what is the goal. Study the Yoga the Granthas, know how to achieve what is said in Vedanta. So to again keep on doing Yamaniyamasana or Shamadamadi and keep the faculties intact, qualification fit, and walk on the path. Walking on the path always means what? Through the manana chintana of the Brahma Tattva, recognizing his presence in us and everywhere, other than him, everything is created out of Maya delusion only. This is what we have to keep on becoming stronger in our knowledge conviction. Once we are convinced that way, on the seat of meditation, what we do is in that nidhidhyasanam, what is understood through mananam, that Jagat is mithya, including Panchakoshas, Brahman alone is real. We just in trying to be established in Brahma Tattva, we start rejecting all automatically the mithya Jagat. Or when we reject the mithya Jagat, finally what remains is that which cannot be negated, that is called a Paramatma. So only thinking of Paramatma and reaching him so that nothing of the world remains is called a Anvaya Paddhati. Keeping on doing Vyatireka of that which can be Vyatireka, which can be removed, rejected by saying it is Anatma, it is Jada, it is Nashvara, it is Mithya. What that which is imperishable, unchangeable, not given up, to that stage when you reach, that is mukti. It is done through अन्वय. दोनों हम सॉरी व्यतिरेक दोनों हमको करना पड़ता है. This is the sadhana. And before that, the ability to do this comes to us, some through bhakti, some through karma yoga, some through chitravritti nirodha yoga, yukta shamada yamanimasana pranayama adi sadhanas. So when we are more interested, we only will keep on asking the Guru, read the books, refer the books, and cull out the essence of therefore, what is my sadhana to reach to the goal. Some people are very intelligent, very soon they understand themselves. Where do they stay? They listen to the Gurus and catch all the sadhanas. Step by step, they make the planning, they keep on moving. Some other intelligent people, when they can't do it by themselves, take the help of the Guru with his guidance also, they do it. We have to be in either of these categories in our own interest. So, Suviviktam Tava Prashnam Maya. Hey Uddhava, I have clearly understood and loved your Prashna and you, and I have exhaustively explained to my knowledge and complete satisfaction. You need not have any doubt regarding that. Etadavidharayet. Not only those 28 chapters and what I talked with my own initiative, but what you asked the pertinent questions in different places, and I also answered them. Recently, what we studied in this chapter, last 25 slokas, where as per your question, I gave you the gist and summary of all these sadhanas titled as Bhagavata Dharma Etadapi Dharayet. See, Dharana, Deshavandha Chittasya Dharana. Dharayet here is what? Ki, let all this knowledge be held intact without forgetting in our antakarana all the time. Like when you have a golden necklace or ornaments or lot of cash in your bag, how you do the dharana of it? Chobicho gante. How conscious we are about such any of the important things. Dharana. Everywhere when the doctor is on the operation table, is fully in dharana of every step what he is doing. Conscious. Fresh mind से होता है वो, इसलिए all operations are done early morning. That's how the doctors who 8, 10 operation, they do all ophthalmologists, they do the eye operation. The cardiology, they do their prostheses, angiograms and all. You all know that, no? Dharana. Hold on. Dharana is holding on. This knowledge, Arjuna, Uddhava, don't allow it to fizzle out. That fizzling out alone हिंदी में फिसलना बोलते हैं. Fizzle and fizzle. फिसलने को fizzle बोला इंग्लिश वाले ने. So don't allow it to go away. See, it's all our, we can't call it a carelessness, ignorance, and arrogance. These words, why should we use for always for ourselves? We are rising above that stage. Only in less information we can call a childlike nature of not giving importance to it duly. Therefore, the due effort is not put. Therefore, though we have listened the best one, still we have not put our extra effort to have the dharana of that. Therefore, it as if is going away. Never mind, so पता कर लिया क्या गलती हो रही है तो अब से हम सुधार लेंगे. From now onwards, also when we start making the notes of whatever the knowledges we are listening from Shastra, that will help us in future. Those who can do the dharana in their own hridaya, that much wonderful capacity some have. You can have, I can have. When we have that much love for our Bhagavata, the Shastra, our gurus, etc., more than all that, I want to have Bhagavad Darshana, Bhagavad Anubhuti. ये तड़प तपना है तो डेफिनेटली धारणा हम सारे इस उपदेशों का कर सकते हैं. And again, we have to, especially after starting to study the Patanjali Yoga Sutra and all, start now valuing our own sadhanas. And wherever we were less careful, there we have to start being more careful and gather our required qualifications which we neglected. Or to put it another way, it may look little better, but doesn't matter. So far, we took all our spiritual sadhana studies not as much required intensely, importantly as it had to be. Now let us come to that level. All required faculties, all required abilities, qualifications, we have to keep on gathering. Highest of all that is dharana. All the time, the mukhya vishayas of our sadhya and sadhana should be always in us, not requiring to refer to the book. Expert opinion, पूछ के बताता हूँ, नहीं. So, hey Uddhava, please, iska bhi dharayet chet. If you do the dharana of these teachings I gave you as an answer to your questions, or anybody also does, do you know what is the power I have put in that? In general, in entire Bhagavatas, every akshara, I am there. Tirodhaya pravishtoyam Srimad Bhagavatarname. But particularly to this last portion, I have added my extra every type of power to bless those who study and do dharana of this subject. Because of which, what is the result if one does the dharana? Bhagavan says, ki sanatanam brahma guhyam param brahma adhigacchati. See? Sanatanam brahma guhyam param brahma adhigacchati. See? Gacchati is movement. Adhigacchati is movement. When you add with upasarga in Sanskrit also, in English also, it adds to the knowledge. So gamanam is moving. Adhigamanam is understanding. Like I came to know. I went to know. Don't we say in English also? I came to know. मैं जान गया हूँ. गया कहाँ? वहाँ कहीं गया नहीं है. जानना ही जाना है. जाने जाना. So here also adhigacchati means experiences. Brahma adhigacchati. What is called in the morning class as vidya. What is the vidya? I am that. Paramatma. So adhigacchati. What is adhigacchati? Sanatanam brahmaguhyam param brahma. Sanatanam is the eternal truth, which is even beyond time. Everything under the time's jurisdiction, the time's purview has a beginning and end. But this is beyond time. That Sanatanam adhigacchati. That eternity gets. What more can be joyful for you and me when we discover the eternity, permanency? Everyone wants. But naturally, the dehadi cannot be permanent. they won't be. So already permanent Paramatma one can gain. And the Sanatana Parabrahma is Brahma Guhyam. Brahma is Vedas. Guhya means secretly hidden in the Veda. Secretly hidden in the Veda is not from Veda standpoint. But as just now we were discussing, we are not ready for it, qualified for it, interested in it. Therefore, it remains as if secret. But खोजने लगो तो वो दिखने लगता है. You understand? So it is secret, not in the sense of it's secret. It is always open, it's available. But the secrecy of that is because we are not approaching. So Brahma Gohyam. Other way of saying is what? In Vedas, upar se, how many our upasanas, karma kandas, other vidhi vidhana are told. But in its secrecy, what Veda through all of that achieves is only the Paramatma Prapti only. ब्रह्माद्वितीये श्रुतयः प्रमाणौ श्रुतयः ब्रह्माद्वितीयाय एव अवतरन्ति. All the Shrutis have come only to give us the Advitiya Brahma finally. All the other things are avantara in between. They are the means, they are the processes. Goal is only Paramatma Prapti. So, Sanatanam, eternal, Brahma Guhyam, essence of all Vedas, secret of the Vedas, final theme of the Vedas, Brahma is Vedas. What it is, what is the Sanatanam and Brahma Guhyam? Param Brahma. Param Brahma. Is there Apara Brahma also? Yeah, very much there. The Maya Shavalita Brahma, called Ishvara, is called as Apara Brahma. He alone we saw in the morning class, Hiranyagarbha. Patanjali Yoga Sutra giver is that Lord only. Apara Brahma. Shavala Brahma is called as. Kshara Brahma is called as. Kshara Brahma is he and Akshara Brahma is Parabrahma. So we have seen in Kathadi Upanishad also, Etadhi eva Aksharam Brahma, Etadeva Aksharam Param. See, this Aksharam only, Param Brahma also, the Aksharam only, Kshara Brahma also, Omkar. Therefore, Om is always Param Brahma, who is supreme reality, whom alone is Apara Brahma or Kshara Brahma or Shavala Brahma or Hiranyagarbha ityadi. Who is the root cause of substratum of entire manifested Jagat. So Ishvara with his Maya Shakti is that. That also is there. But again it is in the samsara only. It's all processes told to the seekers to reach to the self from what they are experiencing now. But otherwise what is there is only one truth, that's called Parabrahma. Adhigachade. They will comprehend it, understand it, meditate on it, they will experience it. That much power I have given to this last question of you when I answered in that answer. That is why not only the 28 chapters, even the 29th, you have to do the dharana. So, suviviktam tava prashnam maya etad dharayet chet sanatanam brahma guhyam param brahma adhi gacchati. So, our job is what? Go back and do the dharana of all that subject, all that knowledge. And whatever there to be done, let us do. To be changed, let us change. To be adopted, let us adopt. To be given up, let us give up. To be meditated, let us do. To worship, let us do. जो कहा वहाँ उसको करना. Dharana means not only the memory. Dharana means holding it in practice in our life. उसको ही धारणा कहते हैं actually. Not only the memory, धारणा is. मेमोरी की बात धारणा नहीं करें. धारणा मीन्स अपने जीवन में उतारना, उसको पकड़ के रखना, उस अभ्यास को, वो ज्ञान में जो अभ्यास दिया, साधना कहा गया उसको. So in this way, hey Uddhava, your answer was wonderful, question was wonderful. I was so impressed by it. I gave you such a wonderful answer. If you really understand it, you will experience Parabrahma. Do it and see it. All for the Parabrahma Anubhuti, whatever the अध्यारोप का अपवाद करना है, वो अध्यारोप का अपवाद हो जाएगा. Whatever the mithya brahmajnanam is there, mithya bhranti, that goes away when you do all that. What is said so far. Especially in that 28th chapter, those things we saw, no? Which were there also in Mandukya Upanishad. आदावन्ते च यन्नास्ति वर्तमाने वितत्तथा विततै सदृशा सन्तः अवितता इति वर्ण्यते. See, that which is not there in the beginning, not there in the end, in between also it appears but not real. That which was there in the beginning will also be there later on. Later on, that alone is there in between as if appearing. That it's in the form of name and form. Is it not? In all the ornaments there is gold. In the gold there are no ornaments. Do you remember those things? How seriously we discussed. So these all are deeply contemplated by a person whose chitta is in ekagrata bhumika. The one विक्षिप्त वाला 2 मिनट में एक बार भागता रहेगा. मूढ़ भूमि वाला is always finding a sofa to sleep. Shipta Bhumika fellow, he is not at all there in spirituality. He is like your son. सुबह उठते ही क्रिकेट खेलने जाता है, रात को सोने के लिए आता है. He is Shipta. All the day he is gone to this friend, this place, that place. Shipta. And some of the houses, the husband also. From one tour to the other, one project to the other, one company to the other. कभी 6 महीने में एयरपोर्ट में मिलते हैं पति पत्नी. He is Kshipta. So that why she tortured him, that he is only going on going. So our mind also, when it is in Kshipta mode, Vikshipta, it will not be remembered. Dharana nahi hota hai. So through japa sadhana, upasana, what we are trying is gathering the mind's distracted rays to single pointedness. All this we'll discuss tomorrow in our morning class. So your prashna, my answer, worthy both of them to have dharana because they are capable of giving us the anubhuti of Sanatanam Brahmaguhyam Param Brahma. Okay. Now he talks about those who take initiative, take all the pains, put all the efforts to study, understand, and try their best to put in best words all this knowledge of Bhagavata, giving to the bhaktas of Bhagavan. है ना, those are interested to listen. है ना, ये भी एक बढ़िया जुगलबंदी. In life, no, every combination is super. Solo also is wonderful. Solo, pilo, khalo, being lonely, lonely is alone. One. But the combination to be with Bhagavan, combination with parents, combination with spouse or spouse, the combination with children, every combo is joyful at that level. One should cherish all with the friends, with the neighbors, sometimes with unknown also. Suddenly you make friends for 2 hours. A great combo it is. Some are the animal lovers. Beautiful combo. They enjoy. What animal going through, only God knows. Then some are the nature lovers combo. They're always amidst the plants. That is their life. Beautiful, is it not? Oh, beautiful. And then the best of all is what? The combo of being with the Guru. With pure heart surrendering to the Guru. Guru ke nigrani mein rehna. And the Guru also seeing the disciples, that simplicity, purity, total surrender. He goes to the room, like in some movies they show, the comedian, they goes to room and closes and starts dance and coming. Even the hero. Guru's dances with joy, seeing that rare disciple. That combo of all, Krishna, Arjuna, Parikshit, Shukadeva, and then here, Rama and or Vasishta Bhagavan in all Upanishads. So wonderful it is. So here also, wonderful combo of Krishna and Uddhavaji. So too, in general, wherever the combo of good audience, everywhere, जैसे भी भजन कीर्तन चल रहा है, उनको encourage करने वाले audience मिल जाए, and he is also sincere and practicing and wholeheartedly दम लगा के गा रहा है, जान जा रहा है, लेकिन फिर भी he has got the desire to give him them the audience What a jugalbandi it is it not? Everything, it can be instrumental, it can be vocal, it is dance. Combo is beautiful everywhere. Here also, when the coming together of a very good, serious, sincere teacher with full love for Bhagavatam, Bhagavan Krishna, and background of other Shastra Jnanam, willing to talk on that. And not only academically, not only for some name and fame, not for some other profits, not to show off the ego, but just for the sake of what can be greater than studying Bhagavatam in life, where every part, every shloka, yes, Shrunvatam Rasa Jnanam Sadhu Sadhu Bhagavate, because Krishna alone is everywhere. That attitude वाला गुरु, भागवत का जो मिले, उपनिषदों के लिए मिले, कोई दूसरे शास्त्रों को पढ़ाने वाले मिल जाए, और equally reciprocating the disciples also come who have managed, which is so difficult. Generally, the Shrotas nowadays are more of Grahastha. So, being in Grahastha, not 1 to 100 obligations, 100 duties, 100 responsibilities, so many continuously troubling problems. Nothing goes smooth. कुछ न कुछ हर दिन घर मेंटेनेंस का कुछ करो, बच्चों को देखभाल का कुछ करो, माता पिता को समस्या आता है, रिलेटिव्स कॉल फॉर सम फंक्शन, ब्रदर सिस्टर हैव सम प्रॉब्लम इश्यूज, भयंकर इस गृहस्थ आश्रम. In spite of that, finding the interest, finding the time, making it convenient, and with that simple innocent heart, wanting to know when they come, I tell you, it is greater than any swarga. Here Bhagavan is appreciating the vakta. Because श्रोता जितना भी हो, वक्ता तो जरूरी है. रेयर होते हैं वो लोग, है ना. स्मॉल लिटिल उपदेशास, सुभाषितास, anybody can tell it. But studying Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses, so many chapters, skandhas and all, it needs lot of patience and love and all. And I tell you with my experience, all that also Guru Kripa, Ishvara Kripa. Yaha anta pravishya, from the day when we are chanting this shloka and making the God and Guru majbur to bless us and spend that 1 hour in giving the lecture. It is their grace every day. Anta pravishya mama vacha mama prasuptam sanjivayati. The slept voice is woken up. Mokam karoti vachalam. These two shlokas every day I chant. That is the only thing saving you because I am able to speak by their grace. Anyanasa hasta charana shravana tvak adin pranan. All of them. And so too Shanno Mitra Shamvaruna. It is their grace that it equips us and makes it possible. And in my opinion, whether talking or listening, happening of Bhagavata in our life itself is a great achievement. Of course, there's no end to perfection. There's no end to depth of application. There's no end to the depth of seriousness, sincerity, commitment. वो तो फिर धीरे धीरे बढ़ेंगे. We all know we are childish only still. I to know about me, Baba. The heart maturity which is required for a great sadhaka or jignas or vakta, etc. I am at the first, not even first rung of the ladder, which must have thousands of the rungs. हजारों सीढ़ियों में पहले सीढ़ी में भी नहीं हूं मैं. I know that. But it will happen in life, हर life में थोड़ा थोड़ा ऐड होता है. Nothing to worry that. So here Bhagavan is encouraging by appreciating and blessing the Bhaktas of Bhagavat. And you also, wherever in your town, anybody of any organization, do Bhagavata, go and do pranam and encourage him, give him some dakshina. Listen, enjoy it. Good. Is it not? Because our purpose is more and more Bhagavata Jnanam, Bhagavad Bhakti, Adhyatmik Sadhana, Mukti, we have to gain. Wherever it is available, you go. But appreciate, go and encourage. See, many of the such great मेहनत करने वाले sadhakas or bhakta speakers, they, if you give that little encouragement, acknowledgement, that pumps them. Not that they need it. They are directly in contact with the Lord. They do it for the Lord. ये तो है ही, वो तो है ही. That's how we survive. If we depend on your appreciation, we would have died long back only. The ungrateful people all. We know where to bank upon. Yet, when you go and frequently encourage them, appreciate them, not appreciate that you are greater than them and blessing them from the heart. That's what Parikshitji will do now. Uddhavji will do, Parikshitji will do, Krishna, Arjuna, everywhere the Shishyas. Anybody who is gaining should acknowledge the giver of the great giving they have done, especially of Shastra Jnanam. That's again called as that Jugalbandi. He also says every audience speaker knows that it is a charming audience which have inspired them to present. If the boring audience are there, he would have suffered more than them and left it halfway. If I am able to do from last 440 days, this only 11th skandha. Only 11th skandha, 440 दिन हो गए. The credit goes to all you who were on time coming. The beauty in my class is only because of you, few of you. Every day I just observe coming later. कोई मेरे से पहले आ रहा है कि मैं इनको स्वागत करूं. Every day there are some people before I come. That is the only thing which is a khurak to me. When I know when I call them, then they come like Telugu classes. Then it becomes all mechanical. When will the text is over, they will also see. I will also look like that. But here for Bhagavatam and Ramayanam, that charm. And that's also divine grace. If the Lord has not sent some people like you, then it would have not happened, In that way, Bhagavan here appreciates the Shrotas and also the Bhakta of Bhagavatam. Especially this Ekadasha Skandha, Mukti Skandha. तो मुझे तो इतना दिल में है कि थोड़ा जीव मैं कम से कम 6-7 हजार साल and do all the Purana Itihasa thoroughly. आप भी जियो, जुग जुग जियो, खट्टे पड़ेंगे. This particular 11th skandha, as we have seen in English, in Hindi also I want to do. तेलुगु में हमने किया, तृप्ति हो गया वो. हिंदी में एक बार करना चाहिए. एक एक अध्याय को लेकर 2 दिन 3 दिन ऐसा है कि नहीं. पूरा 30 अध्याय है तो 2-3 महीने में it will be a good refreshing course. मुख्य मुख्य विषय also we can do. So what he says in the mantra 26, ya etan mama bhakteshu sampradadhyat supushkalam tasyaham brahmadayasya dadami atmanam. Now, in this shloka, all the melting of the heart of Lord Krishna you can see. Unka dil pigalna. You have to have that heart to see the heart of others. If you don't have the heart, you just become careless and very selfish and use all your ego intelligence to justify. Final outcome is let that person die or don't bother. Such people are criminal and cruel type. Oh, फिर उनको भी ऐसे मिलता है जिंदगी में. You should have the heart to understand others' hearts. Especially Bhagavan Krishnaya. How wonderful you see. Words are few, but it is so comprehensive, so complete, so beautiful. And in that, encouragement, appreciation are very small little words. No, he is meaning what he is saying because of the sublimity, divinity, glory of the subject. विषय के महत्ता के कारण भगवान उस विषय भागवत आदि को देने वाले वक्ता को गुणगान कर रहे हैं, ना कि भगवान केवल उनको प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए. प्रोत्साहन इज वेरी ग्रॉसेस्ट वर्ड. That is done only when the thing is not so valuable. Advertisement. If the object is worthy, why do you need so much of advertisement? Is it not? Here also, the subject's beauty Bhagavan is indicating. And that great subject, who is there to give to others? Some selected few. Therefore, you have selected best. Therefore, you are best because what you selected is best. That type of feeling, Bhagavan. He says, Yaha, whoever he may be, etat, this. Entire 11th skandha, especially this particular chapter 29. Mama bhakteshu, to my devotees, among my devotees, Krishna bhaktas. And who is Krishna bhakta? Not only was put Krishna Bhagavan in their status, not only the one who have some statue of Krishna in their house, or go into Krishna temple once in a while. Anytime this word now bhakti or bhakta comes, let us understand it in its completeness and big expansive way. The one who want to see the Lord, experience the Lord, offer everything of him to the Lord, he is called as bhakta. Not who just has to drops of tear or give some donation and get some Bhagavatam done. That's something that also is great. But he is not Bhakta. Bhakta is has no other other alternative in his life other than being the servant of Bhagavan. ऐसा वाला भक्त, Mama Bhakta. In love and devotion, if oneness, singleness is not there, it is the Anya Bhakti then. Whenever the bhakti is talked, whether you use the word Ananya or not, it should be included in that. Bhakta means Ananya. Here Ananya is not, he is not the Bhakta of Rama or other, he is only Bhakta of Krishna. Not that type Ananyata. He himself is never moving a moment also away from Bhagavan. And totally want to be at the feet of Lord, surrender to Him, know Him, experience Him. ऐसे बंदा जिसका दिल दिमाग इंद्रियां सारे भगवत प्राप्ति के लिए भगवत सेवा के लिए अंकित to those bhaktas. Mama Bhaktesh. And there are two ways. Already those who are bhaktas to some extent, to them then when this is given, wonderful, they to get fulfillment and all. Others, they are not bhakta, but they just came out of inquisitiveness. But the bhakta was so wonderful, the Shrota became bhakta. That also great achievement. That's what Puja Gurudev did. To his lectures, all people used to come with little vague information. But when they listened to his classes, earlier they used to have for 200 days, then 100 days. He had many, many yajnas having for 100 days. You understand? Gita, one Upanishad he used to teach for 100 days. Kena Upanishad, Mandukya. But as he was becoming very busy, it reduced to 15 days, then fixed to 7 days, lastly to 5 days it used to be. But people used to come with such a vagueness. But after those 100 days or anything, as long as they go back with such a clarity of Siddhanta and Sadhana. But of course, how much great, grand, glorious the speaker may be, audience has their responsibility again of maintain their Chitta Bhumika. That anyway always goes without saying. Having said so, the Mahima of these Mahatmas, they make the people Jignasu Bhakto. Gurudev made not only many people Adhyatmika sadhakas, he inspired thousands to become the Bhaktas only. Inspired by his way of speaking, his popularity and all. Nowadays, जो सदगुरु आप सब सुनते हो, all of them बच्चे गुरुदेव के यहाँ ही देख कर ही इंस्पायर हो गए. The art of living and all of them. He's a master. Puja Gurudev was such a great, great person. He has not only guided the already seekers to the truth, made many, many tentative seekers as Pakka seekers. Those who are never seekers, they were initiated, and to many people he made speakers also. It was that way of him. Every day we should remember our Ishtadevata, our Guru, our Shruti Mata and Parabrahma. मजा ही मजा, उसी में रहना हमेशा. So, yaha, whoever he may be, he who, ye tato, this so, mat bhaktesho, among my devotees, so, sampradadhyatu. See, samyak prakarshena dadyat. Prakarshena मतलब प्रकृष्टेन मतलब पूरा सम्यक मतलब बहुत बढ़िया से. And Supushkala means what? Bringing as many quotations, as many logics, as many examples as possible, even if required repeatedly. Also, he told audience also were wanting कि यार सुगुरु महाराज समय आया नहीं और एक बार बताओ. So Bhagavan is very careful here. Not just the ones who have done Parayanam, or not one just who have academically did one Bhagavat Saptaha, or touched some stories. They also deserve their punya. Unka phal hota hi hai. Bhagavan is not denying. But when he is promising of the highest result to the seeker, to the speaker, or the vakta, or the Shukadeva, भागवतकार कहते हैं उनको, भागवत आचार्य कहते हैं. सो उत्तमोत्तम फल भगवान देना चाहते हैं उस भागवत आचार्य को. ऐसे उत्तमोत्तम फल के क्वालिफाइड आचार्य के यहाँ लक्षण बताते हुए कह रहे संप्रदद्यात् सुपुष्कलम. पुष्कल रूप से दे दिया. पुष्कल इज लैविशली, लॉट लॉट. एक श्लोक भी नहीं छोड़ा, हर एक स्कंद पूरा पढ़ाया. दैट इज कॉल्ड सुपुष्कलम. दद्यात् गिविंग. Pradadhyat is giving with all the love and intensity. And pradadhyat means what? Bringing all the abilities and talents. Samyak prakarshena dadyat supushkalam. And it goes for not 1 day, 2 day, years. And there are bhajana, there are kirtana, there are celebration of different aspects of Bhagavata. And wherever the Vedanta Siddhanta is spoken, with all the bhashyadi required, it is explained. Wherever the yoga vishayas have come, it is explained with that. Wherever the bhakti bhavanas have come, the bhakti shastron ka ullekh karte hue karna. It's called as samyak pradhanam supushkala rupena. Supushkalam. Not miserly hiding, lavishly giving. It's called supushkalam. Some speakers are careful कि ये लेने वाले लेते नहीं तो मैं क्यों दूं पूरा. But some speaker लो या ना लो, नाम नाम का इते हीरे मोती है, मैं बिक रहा हूँ गली गली, लूटो लूटो. तो they, some of them don't think, they just lavishly give. That's called pushkala. तो सम्यक means श्रद्धा से, भक्ति से, प्रेम से, पॉजिटिव इंटेंशन से, निस्वार्थता से, निरंकारार्थ. प्र means what? प्रकर्षेण. पूरा पूरा सारे टॉपिक्स को. पुष्कलम again and again, many a times. Sampradadhyat. Whoever gives this way, okay, such person, tasya, for that person. And to him, Bhagavan is giving a cute title, Brahmadayasya. Oh, ये तो भगवान का ये बात जो है ना दिल को पिघलाने वाला है. He says, whether the audience are aware or not, but such सुपुष्कल संप्रदान भागवत देने वाला व्यक्ति, to all those audience, he is giving Brahma only. I am pausing here, just giving you a chance to feel what is said. Bhagavan calls him as Brahmadaya. ब्रह्म देने वाला. किनको? सुनने वाले श्रोताओं को. Because Bhagavatam is Brahma Samhitam. Brahmadayasya. So we all as an audience listening Bhagavata in a Pushkala Rupa, through that pravachana from that Acharya, are given Brahma only. But हमको आना भी चाहिए ब्रह्म को कैसे वो खोल के खाना चाहिए. Some of the dishes they are ordered, but you should also know the art of eating it. एक एक चीज को एक एक खाने के तरीका अलग होता है. Whereas the fruits are there, vegetables are there. You can't eat everything. नारियल को ऐसे थोड़ी खाते हैं, उसको कूड़ा निकाल के, केला भी छिलका. एंड अंगूर का छिलका नहीं निकालना, बेवकूफ. इज इट नॉट? अच्छा, केले का छिलका निकले, हाँ. संतरे का छिलका निकाल दूं, या एक एक निकाल रहा है अंगूर का और अनार का छिलका, बाहर का नहीं अंदर का, उसको ऐसे खाना चाहिए. सो हियर आल्सो वी शुड नो हाउ टू receive and use that Brahma. In our life, many people give a precious gifts to us. But how to use them, we don't know. इसे वो कार्नर पे लगाते हैं. Like that is the great gift given by the Acharya to us through Bhagavatopadesha is Brahma. Brahma is Veda. Brahma is Brahma Tattva. So he has given the Veda Sara And Ved ka sar Brahma hai, he has given Brahma. So Bhagavan is feeling the Bhagavatakar is the giver of Brahma only to all audience. So tasya brahmadayasya aham dadami. Then when he gave Brahma to my bhaktas, what will I give to him? What else I have there to give other than myself? Atmanam atmana dadami. I will give myself to that great Acharya. I will give myself to him. वाह रे वाह, देखो ये प्रॉमिस भगवान ने जो कहा. Having listened this, you must all study Bhagavat, become speakers on that. समझ लेना, आपकी क्लास को छोड़कर जाना पड़ेगा, जाओ, कौन रोक रहे हैं आपको, नया बात थोड़ी है. So atmanam atmana dadami. Atmana means wholeheartedly, not under any compulsion, willingly, joyfully, I give myself to him. I give myself to him means what? I Anubhava Paramatma. Then all the abilities, powers of Bhagavan given for the continuation of this work. Bhagavan will be in the command of that great Bhagavad Acharya. But then that Acharya is so humble, he will not use it. भगवान ऐसे कह दी थोड़ी तो कहो चलो भगवान आ जाओ तो नाश्ता बनाओ मेरे लिए, ऐसे थोड़ी कहते हैं. But it is that expression of Bhagavan. ओ मेरे प्यारे लोग, भागवत सुनकर पढ़कर आचार्य को कृतज्ञता से नमस्कार करने के साथ खुद भी तुम आचार्य बनो. आई विल गिव माई सेल्फ टू यू. इज इट नॉट? एतत् मम भक्तेषु संप्रदद्यात् सुपुष्कलम संप्रदद्यात् तस्य ब्रह्मदायस्य अहम ददामि. किम आत्मानम आत्मना ददामि आत्मानम आत्मना. भगवान. So Bhagavata is that power. For both the listener also, Brahmadayaha he received. Speaker also is blessed by the Lord. And that's how, because we started Bhagavatam, then only the Upanishads and all of them followed. Through that Brahma Vidya we are gaining. Now the Yoga Shastra also should be added with Brahma Vidya. Bhagavan is giving that also. Through the yoga, when we make a Chittavarti Nirodha, then Drashta as a Brahma, we get the experience of Apna Swarup ka. It's only question of some time, maybe 1 life, 2 life, 10 life. क्या फर्क पड़ता है भाई, रहे इसमें. Please remember, once you are at the feet of Guru and God and Shastra, keep on doing regularly, sincerely. Keep the urge to realize all things self as early as possible. At the same time, don't be restless, over anxious. This thing Gurudev says beautifully, Gurudev Ji, in that word, hasten slowly. See? Hasten. From your side, show the urgency. Just because you have shown urgency doesn't mean that वो फटाफट हो जाता है. वो अपना टाइम लेता है. That's called slowly. Hasten slowly. You know, those chapati makers, idli, dosa makers in the hotels, you can see they hasten slowly. Quickly they have to do, because the peak hours, lot of orders come. How fast they do, yet without missing the perfection of making the things. In the same way, hasten slowly we have to be. So he will give. He said, भगवान ने कहा, मैं अब इसको पढ़कर मुझे तो आनंद हो गया भाई. भागवत as many times as possible we keep on talking. So भगवान says he gives himself to me. Any speaker, dadama atmanam atmana. When he gives himself to me, I only bow at his feet. Hey Bhagavan, may you happen through me. That's it. What else a sadhaka wants? What else a bhakta wants? Only that one. That's a beautiful shloka. So too, those who are doing the Shravanam, followed by Adhenam, what are the blessings of Bhagavan on them? Bhagavan talks about in the next 2 shlokas. For the Acharya, he gave 1 shloka. For the Shrotas, the listeners, Shishya, 2 shlokas, he'll say 27, 28. In the 29, he'll ask, did you listen, Uddhav, completely? Did you understand it? Like in Gita. Then he gives some caution. Don't give to the people of these negative qualities, but definitely give to the ones who have these beautiful qualities. These were the listeners who, after listening, if they say, I'm not understanding, the reason is these are the non positive qualities are there. Eliminate them, replace them by the good ones, definitely deserve it. In this way, in the next Vaishik Shloka, Bhagavan's Upadesha, when it concludes, then Shukadevji's commentary in 3 shloka or 2, then Uddhavaji, beautifully, Vidravito Mohamandakara. The deep dungeon, darkness of delusion is just made run away by your great teachings, O Lord. And only 3 shlokas or 4 only can speak. पहले तो उनको मुंह से बातें ही नहीं निकलते उद्धव जी को. अब क्या बताया ऐसे, कृपा करुणा भगवान ने की. He gave his last days of his life for me to teach this profound knowledge. How much kind, compassionate he is. कि नहीं, जैसे जब पता होता है पैसे कम होते हैं तो वी डोंट यूज दैट मनी फॉर एनी यूजलेस पर्पस. लॉट ऑफ मनी इज देयर यू कैन. So to when the life also known that coming to end, a wise person doesn't use it for useless things. अपने पर्सनल के लिए करते. ये भोगी भोग के लिए करेगा, योगी योग के लिए. तो हमको धीरे उस स्थिति में जाना है. बाय द वे, but here Bhagavan Krishna in next few days is going to leave the world. Patiently he is giving such a great knowledge to Uddhav. How much happy Uddhav must be. How much grateful he must be. These all words fail when really we mean business or when we feel it. कौन से शब्दों में वो कृतज्ञता बोल सकते बताओ? Is it not? And I feel that in my life, whenever I remember people who have given the food, who have taken care in different occasions, there's no doubt that Bhagavan is there for me. There's no doubt that Bhagavan is there in their form all the time. और कैसे भगवान आएंगे दूसरा? यही तो है अद्भुत. What words can speak? If we only feel like that, how much feeling Uddhavji must be? If Bhagavan gave throughout life the company, the love, he shared the food, he shared the clothes. क्या क्या नहीं दिया भगवान. I believe in entire Bhagavata, Uddhava is the most fortunate to be maximum blessed by Krishna. तो गोपिकास वर देयर फॉर ए पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, फिर वो अपने में चले गए. द पत्नी इतने सारे हैं, वंस इन विल ओनली विजिट देम. अर्जुना ठीक है, लेकिन इज इन दिल्ली. कौन थे ज्यादा? मेरे ख्याल में उद्धव जी बहुत लक्की टिल लास्ट मोमेंट. एंड ही गेव सारूप्य मुक्ति आल्सो टू उद्धव राइट फ्रॉम बिगिनिंग. उद्धव and Krishna look alike only. नोद्धवोऽपि मन्यूनः, उद्धव अणु अपि मत् नन्यूनः. So in the capacities, knowledges and looks, Uddhava is not at all different from me or lesser than. That's how Bhagavan himself says. Those few shlokas let us revel in tomorrow. Thank you. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. This portion I am deliberately going slow to myself feel the joy of it, a satisfaction. Aha. एक एक श्लोक देख. Not that we remember all that, remind everything is done. वो तो फिर वो ईश्वर इच्छा है. But then one word, and in how many ways it can be tried to be understood, explained. That satisfaction may relay. कृपा करके आप सुन रहे हो, धन्यवाद. So, but the nice portion. When the story part comes, then it's a story only, no? Sarvam Krishnarvanam. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki jai. E Bhagavan. Required Shraddha, required Bhakti, required Ekagrata. Lord, please. Give also that simplicity, that humbleness. Hey Prabhu, we beg you, we are at your feet. May no obstruction which obstructs your grace on us be with us. Please remove all of them. Thank you. Let us study our beautiful Adhyatma Ramayana also for some time. Mitraveto